Hello friends, Glimmers of Lorcana is back with a brand new card released yesterday. Gantu, Galactic Federation Captain, has been released due to the capitulation of Ravensburger and their social media team due to our rallying cry for more Steel character releases. So, what did we get as part of this? We got an 8 cost, 6 power, 6 toughness character that has 2 pips and has the ability Under the Rest where characters that cost 2 or less can't challenge your characters. Now, they did do a follow-up tweet saying that Steel Glimmers rely on brute force to forge ahead. This character here is a little bit more on the control side. I do believe that Maleficent is a better brute force character. However, Gantu is the only other character of the same rarity released as her, so we can go ahead and compare the two directly to see what characters of the same rarity can look like. So, Maleficent, as we all know, is a 9 cost, 7 power, 5 toughness with 2 pips that says when you play this character, you can banish a target character. Now, when you compare this to Gantu's 6 power, 6 toughness, it's actually about even. 7 power, 5 toughness equals up to 12. 6 power, 6 toughness equals up to 12. He does cost 1 less, however, his ability is more of a control ability, whereas Maleficent takes a look at a character and says, you cease to exist. Under Arrest says that characters that cost 2 or less cannot challenge your characters. So what does this mean? It means that swarms of opponents will not be able to challenge you while he's on the field. A very common strategy in a lot of TCGs is a weenie rush. In Magic the Gathering, you might hear it as a white weenie rush because usually that is the color that is suited to. And interesting enough, this seems like a direct opposition of the Stitch that we currently have in the game. Now, up until this card was released, I personally was thinking that Stitch was probably the most powerful character that has been spoiled so far because of his amazing ability to draw cards for playing 2-cost characters. Now, what this says is you can still draw your cards, but you're not going to be able to get to challenge with them. And as we know, challenging is going to be a critical component to winning the game. So this guy kind of shuts down half of what your deck does, if you're playing that kind of strategy. So I do believe that one additional cost is probably justified in this situation, because generally, telling someone they're not allowed to do something is less powerful than taking away their tools to do something. He is the 3rd alien with Stitch and Amber and Jumba and Emerald. Previously, it was speculated that cards from one franchise would be spread out between just a couple of colors. The reason for this is currently we are allowed to have 2 different colors when deck building, so it's assumed that you could have all the cards you want from a franchise in your deck. However, now that we've seen cards from the Lilo and Stitch franchise among 3 different colors, that's off the table. Now, beyond the strategy with Stitch, other cards that he currently shuts down that have been spoiled are Cruella, Olaf, Captain Hook, and Aladdin. He's the first Steel card that's been released since Hook out of the original D23 promos. Speaking of Captain Hook is the only other captain in the Lorcana franchise so far, but he certainly won't be the last. What captain would you want to see printed next to go with Gantu and Captain Hook? Comment down below.